morning, everybody. Trying to get the shop warmed up a little bit here so we can get started today. Pick up where I left off yesterday. We had tack welded the bottom plate in. I'm going to finish zip welding that. I say zip welding, it's got little 1-inch welds all the way across the bottom of the plate all the way around. Then I'm going to put the guide rail runners in. We're going to tack those in, get those welded up, then put the outer plates on the welding cart today. So that's what we're looking to do. So hope you enjoy the video, and if you like what I'm doing, give me a thumbs up. Hit the subscribe button if you like what I'm doing. Give me some suggestions on what you'd like to see, and we'll go from there. I appreciate it. Thanks. Have a good one. Okay, we're gonna get started. Finish welding this bottom plate on. Hope I've got enough light to do this. If not, I'll have to set up the big lights. Here we go. Okay, got that pretty much zipped up, and we're gonna go ahead and check a few of these welds, grind it down a little bit, make it smooth so we can get these side and top panels on after I put the side rails for the guide rails in. So got to get that done before I put the side plates on and the top plate. Okay, bring this down here for a second. I started out kind of rough on the welds, as you can see. They didn't look too great. Looked kind of crappy, as a matter of fact. Some of them so-so, all the way around. And typical for me, as I get to finishing, my welds are actually not all that bad. Now, I don't know exactly why. I think I slowed down. I did do that. But anyhow, just thought I'd share that. So if any of you professional welders out there can tell me what you see in this, please leave a comment and let me know. I would like to get that to be more consistent. I do a lot of practicing, obviously. I do a lot of welding on a lot of my stuff. As of right now, I'm doing a lot of grinding, going back and redoing the bad welds. The good welds, I'm just polishing them down, the wire wheel, flatten them out a little bit maybe, and then going about my business. But anyway, if anybody can tell me or share some thoughts, that'd be great. All right? Appreciate it. Okay, so I went back, ground everything down on the bottom plate, on the edges that weren't good. Redid those welds to where they're acceptable and they're actually better now. Make sure there was no porosity and whatnot and all that stuff, no holes, no garbage, no junk. Now we're going to start on the rails for the guide rails for the drawers. I don't know if that I've said this before, I don't think I have, but the setup on this is I'm going to have the rails down front and the back. The depth of this cabinet from side to side is this, which is right at 33 3/4 wide. So I'm splitting this to make drawers on both sides. Models will be in the back. I'll have a handle on the front. I'll have the plate down the front. I'll have actually hooks and stuff off the front for cords, leads, all that stuff from the machines and whatnot. That's pretty much the summary, basically, of what this is going to wind up being. At a later date, obviously, I'm going to build the drawers probably out of 18 or 16 gauge sheet. I'll have to work on that. So that is the plan. Alright, give that a minute to cool down, and we'll remove these clamps, put the next set in. Okay, got those tacked in. That's pretty good, I think. We've got all the measurements are right. I made sure to span those apart. Double checked them at the beginning, so I know that they're all laid out correctly, so we should be good on that. Next thing we'll do is finish welding the top and bottom on each one. I'm not going to weld the outsides. There's no point in that. I'm going to have a plain sheet out here. It covers all of this. Piece across the top and a piece down the other side on the outside. And that'll be the basically the front where the handle and everything and the pegs and stuff for all the machines. The machines are going to face out that way. All right, on to the next step. See you there. So I'm going to have to trim the outside corners of the other panel where the frame comes down because of the welds. I'm going to angle some of those back on those corners just enough to make it fit flush, and then against the bottom plate up here on both sides, and then we will make the next transition into getting the rails. Once we get the rails, we can actually line those up, place those where we want them, mark the holes, drill them all out, and get them ready for installation. The screws, I may have to tap the holes, I'm not sure yet. Hopefully I have some screws that are going to be coming with them that will be metal friendly and self-tapping. If not, we'll tap them out, not a big deal. We have the tools to do that. So this tack weld in the middle here, 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 and here to give it some structural so the side doesn't pop. I may come back on this side up to here. It's going to be rigid up here, so I'm not too worried about that. I may only have to tack a couple right here in the center and we're good. But that'll keep it from rattling and vibrating when it's rolling across the floor. That way you don't hear all that buzzing. So just a little extra something that I do. I don't know if anybody else thinks to go that far. That's just a me thing. So anyway, gonna stop for a bit, and we'll come back to this when we get the guide rails. I'm actually waiting on that at this point. So I appreciate you guys being with me. If you like what I'm doing, give me a thumbs up. Subscribe if you like. Could always use followers. I know these videos are not the greatest right now. Give me a little chance. I'm going to get better at this. Kind of just stabbing at this thing and trying to make it work. So I really appreciate those that are watching, liking, and subscribing. And we'll go from there. Appreciate it, guys. You have a great day.